Yeah, I do feel like sometimes the Web3 community can be a little frenetic and all about the networking, sort of at hyper speed. And I do feel like there's something about being in the woods, where you're able to sort of process and integrate this information, this education a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the like siloed life that we're in right now feels like kind of a wilderness island that we're on right now, and it's beautiful to like gain information in that kind of space, because oftentimes we're just gaining information on this phone and not so much by someone communicating it to us or just having really great conversations with people about things.
So what have been some of your like recent sort of reflections in terms of where you are as a creator and a leader in the Web3 space and where the space is overall?
I just heard this really great conversation on lore and the lore core factor. And I think it really opened up my heart on this idea of storytelling and how we utilize storytelling so often in Web3 and how it could be good and bad at the same time, because sometimes people get so caught up in a story of somebody's identity, right? And that's like all you understand of the person. And people evolve, we grow, we change, we turn into new things. And I think we need to learn how to give room for that a little bit in this space. And I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's cool. How have you sort of grown and evolved in your Web3 journey? Maybe, when did it start and how has it expanded?
Yeah, I like to say that we manifested Web3 into our existence because we were always looking for a means of independence and always looking for a way to kind of get out of the same systems that we are a part of. And so I remember during the pandemic, we were just asking the questions like, how do we get rid of the middleman, essentially? I'm a musician mostly, but I also do visual art and things of that nature. And so when we finally narrowed down what our needs were during the pandemic, that's when Web3 came to us. And I started sometime around 2020, 2021, minted my first piece in 2021 on Zora. And
what was it called?
It was called I Like That. It was actually this piece that was living on my hard drive that I had performed at National Sawdust in the Shed through a residency program that I was doing. And I didn't know if it was going to go anywhere else. I was just like, yeah, it might live on my hard drive forever, or it will live maybe on Instagram. And then I released it and it sold in 3 minutes, and it changed my existence from there out. It became the first music video to actually be on blockchain, and also one of the first for music NFTs in general. So I was really excited for that journey.
So you're a transmedia sort of multi-platform artist. How do you sort of express yourself creatively in music versus art? What are the similarities and differences in terms of how you use those different platforms?
I think they speak to each other. I think visuals help me write the music, and music helps me see the visuals, and they kind of do a back and forth thing with each other. It's like a really interesting relationship they're having, especially right now. I'm working on a visual album, and so sometimes when I create a song, the song will tell me something about the visual, and then sometimes when I'm in the visual will tell me something about a song. And so they definitely connect. I don't know if I'll ever be an artist who could just do one lane of things, because they are definitely holistic and work together.
Have you explored any new mediums recently?
Yeah, I'm playing in AI a little bit, which has been fun. I also am exploring new genres of music, so I'm hitting electronic and dance music heavy right now, which I am excited for. I've always kind of been in the realms, but this time I'm really deep in it.
The views and opinions expressed on Edge of NFT reflect solely those views and opinions of the show hosts and its guests. Please make sure to do your own research. Our show is not financial advice. You understand that you are using any and all information available on or through this podcast at your own risk. Whenever making financial decisions, we recommend doing your own research and talking to your accountant for financial advice. From time to time, we may feature sponsored content on the show for which we receive value, and we may share links for which we receive a commission if you make a purchase through one of those links. Refer to our website, www.edgeofnft.com, for our full disclaimer, terms and conditions, and privacy policy.